a man walk down before you call him a man? And how many times must he drive off the road before he done know this song?
Yay! Yo!
The answer, my friend, is I don't know this song. The answer is we're both out of tune. Rock Dads.
Rock Dads podcast. We started a good way. I need to fill up the cups. Hold on. It's very important. I'm filling up the cup, my friend. Every time we have a show, we start with whiskey and something else. If you listen to me, Jack Daniels, please sponsor us, otherwise we gotta go with these guys.
Bosco hurt his elbow. It hurt real bad.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't talk for at least a minute and a half.
That's right.
And now he's drinking all his pain away with some whiskey from the French Riviera.
Today is the show number 9, and we enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Soon it's gonna be number 10, a Christmas special. I can't wait to see you all there, drinking wine and eating fries. I don't know what to say.
Feel like he just made this up on the spot. I didn't agree to all this stuff. Oh yeah. What the heck was he thinking?
We never talk.
This is what happens when you leave us alone with no guests on the episode. We got one thing to say, which is we are watching
Rock Dads. Oh yeah. Woo-hoo. Easy. There you go. One more show. Yeah.
Welcome to Rock Dads.
What we got to talk about today?
You know what? I wanted to tell you about this really funny thing I heard.
Talk to me.
All right, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Try
some
and let me
apple
know
juice.
if you like it.
I'll try the apple juice.
It's apple cider.
It's lovely. Very nice.
It's kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, I was watching this Paul McCartney special, and I was learning a little bit about the Beatles. We're gonna bring them up again because,
Of course,
I'm trying to get you on the Beatles train. And I discovered that during their period of experimentation, they were all in their early 20s.
Yeah.
So they were doing crazy stuff, like just trying everything, annoying the heck out of their producers.
yeah.
George Martin, who they called an old man, he was like 30 years old at the time. This is the old man that they worked with, right? He had this device that was an oscillator, and it would go, tone generator, it would go, boo, and they'd turn a knob and go, boo. And,
That's
and he'd
awesome.
go, listen to this. And they go, oh yeah. And they go, and then they would go, and he'd be like, listen, it's still making a sound, but you can't hear it.
Yeah.
But dogs can hear it.
That's crazy.
So the Beatles on Sgt. Pepper decided to put that tone in that only dogs could hear.
Really?
Really, because they wanted to have dogs walk into the room listening to the record. This is for real. and go, huh? What the heck was that?
I actually have that
you believe
album. I never tried
Yeah.
with my dog. I'm going to try one of these days.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Just watch. Your dog's going to go crazy. At one point during the album, there's a
Wow.
frequency that only your dog can hear
That's
on Sgt.
crazy,
Pepper's,
man.
right?
See,
Yeah.
nobody tries anything anymore. These
No,
days,
people are afraid of
yeah.
experimentation.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah. That's why
know.
you make the difference. If you try different stuff,
Yeah.
you make,
100%.
that's crazy.
Well, it's very interesting. We were talking earlier before the camera started rolling about this new app called Suno,
Yeah.
which is an AI music generation app, which is getting crazy. It's generating music out of an AI prompt, and it'll make a full
Yeah.
multi-track recording for you that you can download.
That's insane, man.
And
It's actually insane.
you know, the quality is pretty incredible. So what do you think of that? And
Man,
how are we people who create music? Is it coming for us? Is AI trying to take away all the fun jobs?
I'm scared. I'm scared about it because we, you and me, we've been doing this for. I'm like celebrating. I think I started in 1995. So I do 30 years now of my career.
Yeah.
and you probably the same.
Yeah, I think I started officially in 1997, which is when I started my first band. But I mean, I picked up the guitar in 1994.
Yeah.
Was officially. But then we've all started playing music from a very young age. So it's a very long time coming.
Yeah, like I was saying before, I find that this technology, there's two. I see two ends for this.
Yeah.
Or it's gotta ruin our jobs, or it's gotta be useful
Yeah.
for us. We have to adapt. That's period, right? We have to adapt.
We gotta adapt to this new reality
Oh yeah, baby.
before killer robots come and take away our jobs.
Oh yeah, pardon me.
Why can't you do the dishes instead of doing all the fun stuff? I just felt like doing that. I'm sorry.
That was really good, actually.
What happens when you get us alone in a
I
room
hope
together?
I hope they don't take all the fun stuff away from us.
All that to say, I don't think robots can do that yet, and I certainly don't think they can be deliberately annoying without being programmed to be so.
Actually, man, I'm going to disagree with you. Because I was watching something. No, we never take the show this way, but I was watching something about Japan creating these $6,000 sex dolls.
Okay.
And that thing is insane.
I don't know if I can talk about that with wearing my Jesus hat.
I know, but we're not talking about anything. We're just talking about something.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a Christian too. No, but it's crazy how the world is actually aiming to.
Yeah.
One of these days, we just gotta look at each other. Hey, no, you can't even do anything because they have everything that does for them, like these Tesla robots. I wish I had one, actually.
Did you see the video? So they had this robot. They were talking about selling this thing. It's the price of a car payment, essentially, to own a robot, and it can go in and do your dishes and put your laundry away and everything.
That would be so great.
But they had a video of one like actually working, and it kept slamming itself into a mirror because it thought that was like outside or something. So it was like smashing over and over and over. And then they tried to give it up. There was some food on the stove, and it was like cooking food. As a person was cooking food, and the robot came over to take over, and he grabbed the frying pan, and he couldn't figure out what to do with it, and he just dumped all the food on the floor. So I don't think we're in that much danger
But that would be
yet.
cool. It would be so nice. Hey, Tesla. I don't know how one. Would you name yours?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Which name would you put on your?
Probably Poopy McPoopy Pants or something.
I will call him Roberto.
Roberto?
In Spanish. Roberto, make me an omelette.
Roberto the Roboto. You'd have to give it a demeaning name though, because I mean, as much as you want to be, kind to everyone, I think you need to distinguish robots from real people. So it's probably not right.
That'd be so nice, man. Roberto, make me an omelette. Roberto, wash the dishes. Roberto, fold the clothes. When you got here, I was folding clothes.
Oh, yeah.
So Roberto could do that for
He sure could. And the funny thing is, you just wait until, of course, if they can hack anything, You just wait until Roberto gets hacked,
Yes,
and they tell you, Roberto, give me a shoulder massage, and then he's massaging your shoulders,
And he goes-
and then all of a sudden he goes, and he starts squeezing your neck because it was hacked.
I
And
actually have a friend named Roberto. Nothing against you, buddy. I just like the name.
Ono Rogato, Mr. Roberto.
Mr. Roberto. No, that will be nice. For some stuff, I think it's useful. Roberto, my car has a problem. No problem, sir. I'm on my way. Roberto, what's going on? It's the water pump. and then it will touch water and get all like electric. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, sir. I will disconnect the battery first. And you're like, no, Roberto, you have a battery. Don't worry, sir.
Holy
And it will be a bad
There will
scene.
be, but these technologies, I find I'm not a big fan of like when the technology starts running so fast.
Yeah.
Means that something is wrong.
Yeah.
And you, I don't know, I noticed like for the last few years, we had like, remember the TVs in the past? For example, the TVs.
Yeah.
They used to have like the back used
The
to be
big
like
tube
huge.
TVs. Yeah. CRT TVs.
Like, and like so fast, they got into like thin TVs. And then they got thinner and thinner and thinner.
Yeah.
And this was like really fast. It didn't take like 10 years to create a TV. It was really fast the way that things went.
Yeah.
And TVs and other stuff like iPads, like phones.
Oh my goodness.
Remember the first
yeah.
phones, the Nokia's 3310 or
Yeah.
3310 or whatever that thing was?
Yeah, you could run it over with your car and it still worked.
That thing was
It was
solid.
a tank. They don't make them like they used to, huh?
And you had the Snake, the game, the Snake.
Oh yeah.
game.
The one game on the
Yeah,
phone.
the one game, yeah.
Like Blackberries, you had the
Oh,
Blackberry
my gosh.
Brick Breaker.
I wish everything will go back.
Yeah.
I had this thing the other day. I was thinking about this. If everything, even today, to buy a Christmas tree with my wife and Emily, we went to Home Depot, and they had like a train, and the train rail to put around the tree.
Oh.
And that reminds me when I was a kid.
Yeah. I had a
Remind
train
me-
set too.
Oh man, that was so cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah.
But then my wife said, no. Why are you buying that?
Well,
she
you
killed
know,
my dream.
when you share 50% of the money, you have to
Yeah.
run it by the other
I
half.
could buy half for the train.
Yeah. You know what I used to do? So I was a big Back to the Future fan when I was growing up.
Oh, me too, actually.
And that movie with the trains and,
Yeah.
and they turn the train to the time machine.
Yeah.
So I took my set when I was 10 years old. I saw the movie, and I had a big train set, electric train set, and I wanted to try to make it jump through time. So I'm going to tell you how silly I was. I hooked a clock up to the train,
Wow.
and then I made a bridge jump for the train,
And it
and I did not get it to travel back in time,
Nah,
but it
it was
was
too
a
slow.
cool idea.
Yeah, it was too slow. But
Yeah.
actually, actually, it's a good thing to talk about the 80s today. 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
We can talk about that, especially because we have a Star Wars shirt too.
Ooh, yeah.
77.
Come on, baby.
77 was the year that they started, right? Or no?
77, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, officially.
Best-
They made the 3 movies. Then in the 80s, they actually made several other Star Wars things. They did actually in the late 70s, they did a Star Wars Christmas special, which
Oh.
Chewbacca had a wife.
Chewbacca,
Yeah, and it was like disco, and there was the disco Star Wars album. It's terrible, but there was also a 2 Ewok movies that they
Really?
made for kids, and they're as bad as they sound.
Wow.
They won't even they call it Star Wars Vintage now. They don't even call it like a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Because it's more like watching a TV show of Star Wars but made in the 80s. Is the quality? It's kind of cute, but it's also it was funny.
I find that the 80s and 90s was the best time. Like, I was born in the 70s, but I didn't have a chance to enjoy the 70s because I was
No.
born in 77.
Yeah.
But I was 3 when I don't remember anything.
Yeah. No, you're an 80s kid for sure.
Yeah, but the 80s, man, like the toys, everything, like the TV,
Yeah.
everything was so special about it.
Do you remember Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Okay, so he just passed away, right, recently.
Poor guy.
I was obsessed with these wrestling dolls when I was a kid, like the rubber ones. I had a rubber wrestling ring, and I would get Hulk Hogan and all the other guys, and you'd pull it back, and then they'd fly on the other guy, and like it was such a fun.
For me, it was He-Man.
Oh, I loved He-Man.
Oh man, He-Man,
Masters of the Universe.
That's why I have all those He-Man Funko Pops there. There's two.
You can't
He-Man.
see them on the camera, but they're up there.
They're He-Man was the best.
Yeah.
Man. And He-Man.
Skeletor.
MacGyver. You guys
MacGyver.
MacGyver was so good.
Yes.
What else? Michael Knight.
What was that?
Kit, the car.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Knight
Rider.
Yeah. And it's funny because the other day I started watching the first show, and he wasn't the same guy who was Asalov. He wasn't that guy. The first episode wasn't that guy.
No way.
Was a different guy, and then I can't remember. I think the guy died on the show, and
no way.
He probably didn't want to do it. They killed him.
The same thing actually happened to Back to the Future. It was a different actor.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think of his name, Eric Stoltz or something, who was like
instead of Michael J. Fox.
Instead of Michael J. Fox, I think they filmed several weeks of the movie before I can't remember if it was like the actor had another commitment or he wasn't the right fit. There was something about it that didn't work.
Yeah,
and they replaced it with Michael J. Fox, and of course,
that was a good call.
The rest is history, right?
Or Michael J. Fox. I love him, man.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you see him on stage, Glastonbury with Coldplay?
I saw it.
So beautiful, eh?
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that gorgeous? Like
he's all messed up. Yeah. Right? Like unfortunately. But he still knows how to play, eh?
Yeah.
And those fingers, they're still on the
man. You saw him playing actually in the movies too, right?
Yeah,
like he was he's actual guitar player.
He's Canadian, right?
Yes, yeah. He's a cousin of a friend of mine, actually, funnily enough,
really?
and he would show up at family reunions and apparently a really sweet guy.
That's we have a lot of good people coming from Canada.
Yeah,
doing a lot of good stuff.
Jim Carrey,
Celine Dion, Michael J. Fox. I'm not talking about like I'm saying in general.
Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, all the Ryans.
What's it called? This girl that studied here at York University. What's her name? Oh my gosh, she was so good. I think she got married to Ryan Gosling or something at a point, or they're dating. I can.
She's an actor. Or?
She's an actor. She went to school with my wife.
Oh no way.
What's her name? I can't remember. Soon I'm gonna remember. But she's really popular too.
She made such an impact on me. I can't remember what she did or who she was, but
she was amazing. She made a huge impact on me. I had a crush on her before I met my wife.
Who was your first movie crush in the 80s?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Michelle
like
Pfeiffer
during like Catwoman period or before that?
Before.
What was the first one she starred in that you took
The
notice?
one that I saw first that I was like, wow, who's this girl? Scarface. She was in Scarface.
I forgot she was in Scarface. That's right. Yeah.
She was amazing. She's still amazing. She's like 60 something. She's
in the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah.
In those ones, and she's quite good in those. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer, I always thought she was really cute. Probably Princess Leia for me, I would think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like Princess Leia.
Oh, she was good too.
Yeah.
She passed away too, right?
She did, yeah. She passed away. I think, if I'm not mistaken, her and her mom passed away within, I want to say like 3 or 4 days of each other. I think she passed away first. And then her mom, I think her name is Debbie Reynolds, passed away like 3 days later from heartbreak, probably.
There was another girl that in Portugal, everybody was in love. Kim Basinger.
Oh,
remember Kim Basinger?
Yeah, of course.
She was
in Wayne's World, wasn't she? Wasn't she the one
I can't remember.
She got together with Garth, but in the second movie, I think it was.
I don't remember, man.
She was with Alec Baldwin for a while, I thought.
Oh, yeah?
She and him, I think, were married. I thought they were, yeah.
And there was more. There was more actors that are like, they made an impact in Portugal at the time that I was there, when I was living there. But movies, I don't know, what rather than Star Wars, what was your favorite movie?
Okay, so I have to give a big shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I feel like I was partially raised by Arnold. The way that my dad was such a big fan, my dad would, like, I read books about Arnold bodybuilding and his life, and my dad like would work out and he said, "Oh, look at these bodybuilders, Ben. Like you could do that. You have the power to build your body like that." And we would watch Arnold Schwarzenegger movies late at night. Commando, Predator, like
Yeah,
those
yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
movies
yeah.
were so influential on me as a kid. I loved all of those old movies. Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall. Yeah.
When I saw Terminator 2 Judgment Day in the early 90s, it changed my life. Like that movie for me was like pivotal. So I would say that and probably Indiana Jones, and Back to the Future. But I love Arnold. And his book is amazing. I'm reading, it's called Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life.
It's new or?
It's brand new. It's a New York Times bestseller. And he's giving practical advice. The guy is about 78 years old now.
Yeah.
And he's like, get off your butt, do things like be useful to your community. What are you waiting for? And he's like,
It's so funny.
and he's great. He's fantastic.
He has a worse accent than me.
He actually took accent reversal classes and he says, I want my money back. It didn't work.
He's a star, man. But for me, I don't know, man. For me, I had there was a lot of movies that I liked, like Ghostbusters.
I love Ghostbusters too.
Ghostbusters,
that's another one. Come on,
Ghostbusters, The Fly. Remember The Fly?
The Fly was amazing. The Fly gets in the what's it, teleportation machine, and it combines the DNA. The scene that traumatized me in that movie was the arm wrestling scene. If you haven't seen the movie, he's so strong as the Fly that he breaks the other guy's arm when they're arm wrestling, and then they show the gory details.
Yeah, so they shot the movie in Toronto, actually.
Yeah.
I was into horror movies for some reason when I was younger.
What kind?
Oh, like I said, The Fly, Ghostbusters, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I was never a big fan of Freddy Krueger kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I started liking when I got older.
Yeah.
Never liked Jason with the thing.
Too much. Too much, yeah.
But there was a few movies that I kind of liked, man. Like,
do you know the director of Ghostbusters directed an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Oh, he did?
Twins.
Oh, Twins. Such a good movie.
Yeah,
too.
and Arnold's very first comedy.
Yeah,
that he couldn't convince anybody to pick up until him and Dan DeVito were both very popular at the time, right?
Yeah.
And he convinced the studio, I think it was Universal Studios, if I'm not mistaken, to produce the movie, and the actors wouldn't take a salary.
Wow.
They did it for free, getting points on the back end, so royalties from.
Yeah.
And he said he made more money off that movie, but he had to than any of his other movies, but he had to show them that he believed in it enough to not take a salary. And that was like a beautiful thing to see.
It's crazy.
I
for me, what killed me with Arnold was the Batman. That's a no for me.
Freeze, bird boy.
What was that? It was such a money grabber, man.
I know.
That movie, I think he did it for money.
I just think that whole movie was a little, it was very cartoony. I mean, it's more, I watched it as a comedy now.
Yeah,
it's not really a serious movie.
What about Stallone? Stallone.
Yeah, Stallone, Rambo.
I don't know if you ever watched the
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's a good movie, but he has did you watch Tulsa King already?
No, I haven't. That's a show, right?
Yeah. You know what? Like all the movies that he played, for me, I think that's as he got older, I think this series is doing such a great job, man.
Yeah.
Such a great job. He's more relaxed. He's not like so, but he all his movies like Rockies.
Yeah.
And what was the Rambo?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Pieces of art.
I know. Rocky was my dad's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Because it was that story of someone who came from nothing and overcame all of his, challenges to become something very successful. So in Montreal, there's a place with steps that go up, just like in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And it runs up to a flat area. So as kids, we used to run up the steps and
jump
together. Do the Rocky.
That's so good.
Getting stronger.
The road is long. Remember that?
Is that from that movie?
It's from no, it's not from that movie. I think it's from Rambo, if I'm not mistaken. Na. It's such a good song.
He's my brother.
After you killed everybody, he's my brother. No, but
you ever killed anybody? Yeah, but they were all bad. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some there was good movies in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
Good movies. I'm trying to remember more movies that I actually liked, but I for some reason when you need to remember, you never remember.
You know, I in the tail end of the 80s and early 90s, my dad took me to see some films in the theater. Like I saw some of the Star Trek movies in the theater. I think I saw Star Trek 4, 5, and 6 in the theater.
Yeah.
Those ones. And then I saw uh, Rocky 5, I remember. Which
I don't even
at
know
that point,
how many Rockies we have.
I mean, my dad was excited to see it, so I went with him. But I was going like, how much more can you throw this idea around? But I guess it's like a TV show. Like it's my one complaint with the TV shows. Like I love, in a sense, TV versus movie. You look at it like nowadays, they build the characters so much.
Yeah.
And you get a whole story around it. The only disadvantage is like a movie has an ending, a planned ending.
Yeah.
Sometimes these TV shows have no planned ending. So I really, in a sense, like when there's a finishing to the story and it's good and it's there it is, you know?
I actually talking about going to the theater. The first movie that I watched in theater was by myself. I was my daughter's age. Okay. And this is crazy because she's 10.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my wife about this the other day. She's 10. And when I was 10, I was telling her, I used to clean the house already. I used to do stuff. I was independent.
Yeah.
So I remember my dad was painting the house with my mom. They're painting the house. They're like doing a new fresh coat.
Yeah.
And Ninja Turtles came out. Ninja Turtles. The first Ninja Turtles ever.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like
I think it was 1990, wasn't it?
Something like or 89.
89 maybe.
So I was like, you know what? Oh, I was 10 or 11, something like that.
Yeah.
And I go, Dad, can I get some money? I need to go to the city. We used to live like 20 minutes from the city at the time. And I got into the bus by myself.
Yeah.
Got into the theater. The theater was like almost empty. And I was a kid in the city watching. I was so, you know what I mean? Like
that first movie was pretty good too. I like that one.
Man.
The first one.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. When he shows the origin story of the turtles. I actually just watched all of those recently. I bought them on Apple.
So good.
Showed my kids and they were, they liked them.
They made 2 new ones now recently.
Like Megan Fox or something, right?
I'm not a big fan.
Well, the turtles didn't really look like Ninja Turtles to me.
No.
They looked too
exactly
like big. They look like bodybuilders. They didn't look like turtles.
Yeah, they need to
too
be
much,
Yeah, and just the picture alone, the grain in the picture from the 80s.
Yeah,
they use.
Well, so I think it was the Jim Henson Puppet Company that helped with the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the turtles.
Wow.
So I mean, it's beautiful. Actually, the first movie I remember ever seeing in theaters was Roger Rabbit.
Oh, Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, which my parents realized, I think, very quickly was not appropriate for children. What year did that come out? 87, maybe?
Probably.
Somewhere in there?
Probably, yeah.
So that was so I might have been 5 in the theater watching this movie, and I remember Jessica Rabbit like like this whole story, and I'm like 5, and I'm like, wow, what am I watching? And maybe I had a little bit of a crush on Jessica Rabbit. I'm not gonna lie. Nature takes over at that point. You're like,
exactly,
she's cute. But it was definitely not appropriate.
Was half cartoon, half
cartoon, half real life movie. Interesting, like very innovative. It won. I think it won an Academy Award for technical. Technical award for excellence in its field. It was pretty cool. I haven't seen it since, but I have to say, like those movies that kind of impacted me as a kid. I'm not sure if I can go back and watch them now and appreciate them. Like, I have to say, the one movie that I don't want to say traumatized me the most, but almost was Edward Scissorhands.
I was about to say something else, but I'm not
really
gonna say.
Okay. So I saw Edward Scissorhands, and I'm not lying to you. I saw it. I think I was 9 years old when I saw that movie. My whole family watched it, and at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
When he's cutting the hedges of her.
Yeah.
He's not getting older, but she's an old lady and she's telling the tale of how she fell in love with this guy.
Yeah.
But he's like forever young and he's I'm going to get emotional to talk about it. He's chopping the hedges of her face and making sculptures of her and everything like that. of her as a young lady, and she's this old woman talking to her grandkids.
Yeah.
I was once in love with this man with scissors for hands, and he accidentally cut himself sometimes. And anyways, so
That's crazy.
but I was at the end of the movie, I was crying uncontrollably. I was
crazy.
bawling my eyes out because it was so sad. And so I didn't watch it for about 15 years.
Wow.
And then soon after I got married, Emma and I watched it. And I said, just so you know, I bawled my eyes out last time I saw this. And I don't really cry so much in movies. I might get a little emotional, but I'm not like bawling. But I said, I'm probably going to bawl my eyes out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again, and I didn't cry. And I was actually more disappointed. I think
Because-
I should have just left it where it was. I shouldn't have watched it again. You know, you leave that memory on the shelf. Have you pulled up any old movies and you go back and you're like, this didn't hold up?
I had one movie that I cried like a baby.
What's
I was
that?
watching with my wife, and my wife had a friend over.
How embarrassing.
Man, I was like, because it was about a dad, and my dad had strokes, and I remember when my dad had the strokes, and the movie Big Fish. Did you ever watch that movie?
Yeah, with Ewan McGregor.
Oh man,
Yeah, what a great movie.
it was such a, and at the end, it's everything that the dad said was actually true.
Yeah. Right,
And I was
right.
like, it was like, oh my gosh, I cried. And my wife's friend, what's wrong with your husband? Like, well, I'm just sensitive, man. Leave me alone. Like, I just want to enjoy them.
I'm a sensitive gentleman.
I'm a sensitive man. Leave me alone. No, but
I'm a sensitive man.
no, I don't never cry. It's just something in my eye.
I promised myself I would just go on without me. I'll be right back.
No, but it's true. It's that movie actually hurt me, like not a physically,
Yeah,
not physically, emotionally.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is
Yeah.
about a dad, and I saw my dad such in bad shape so many times.
Yeah.
Like with heart attacks and stuff like that. He's still alive, and that movie took me into that time. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. But overall, man, I don't cry in movies anymore.
The one that really made me sad okay, so there was one movie I saw before Roger Rabbit. I remember now. It was Bambi.
Oh, Bambi, yeah, yeah.
And that whole thing about losing your mom.
Yeah.
Like it's something like my mom's passed on now.
Yeah.
And losing my mom, losing your mom is never easy. But like I got a taste of it when I first saw Bambi, and I was like, this sucks. And I remember feeling quite sad at the time. Like this is, it's not it's not right. Like it's the great tragedy of life. Like we all live different lifespans, right? And
exactly.
they overlap, but they're not all the same length.
Yeah, that's true, man.
So Bambi can just. I'm never watching that again. That's what I'm saying.
Next time I'm
That
gonna
one
invite you to come over just to watch Bambi. Drink whiskey and
You're
watch Bambi.
like, Ben, I got a surprise for you. Guess what movie we're
Bambi.
watching? And I've already promised Emily, so you can't say no. And you'd be like, oh.
You bring your kids
dude,
over too.
don't do me dirty
everybody's
like
crying on my
that.
sofa.
Everybody's crying on the sofa.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a song there. Everybody's crying on the sofa. Come on, let's write it.
Everybody's crying now. Dun, 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 dun.
Everybody cry now.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Oh, we're so stupid.
Like going back, man. Is this show about the going back into the?
I don't
Because
know.
we're almost at the.
We don't
end
even
of the
know.
first season.
We still haven't figured out
Yeah,
what the show is about.
I don't know. We'll just go with the flow. But yeah, 80s was the best, man. 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
90s movies are good.
Yeah.
But
What's
like,
your favorite 90s movie?
there's so many, man. That's a good question. I don't even know. I don't even have a movie in the 90s. There's so many movies.
For me, it's definitely Wayne's World movies and Terminator 2.
Yeah. Terminator 2
For
was good.
sure. Come on.
Yeah. I agree with you. Those are good.
You know,
Those are good.
that's a good place to start.
I'm just trying to think about like movies.
What about GoldenEye?
I was
James
never
Bond.
into 007. I was
Really?
never for some reason.
Really? No Star Wars, no 007?
Nah, man.
Really?
I was.
Did you ever see the one with Christopher Walken as a bad guy?
No.
From A View to a
Or
Kill?
if I watched,
good one.
I don't know if I watch or not. To be honest with you.
You know what? That one's worth seeing because Christopher Walken, the way that he talks in the movie is just funny.
Oh, that
He's
guy's-
a guy who rides horses in the movie, but he's the bad guy. So James Bond goes over to his house and he's got all these horses out and he's having a big
Yeah.
party. And he's like, "Oh, I see you ride." And then that's what James Bond says. And then Christopher Walken says, "I'm happiest in the saddle."
I'm obvious in the saddle.
But just pause. I'm happiest in the saddle.
I don't know how that guy turned into an actor, but thank goodness he got it turned into an actor, man.
Apparently, everybody in Jersey talks like this. According to him, he's like, everybody in Jersey talks like that. I didn't think there was anything wrong with the way I talk.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Indiana Jones is not from the 90s, right? Like 80s.
I think there's. I'm trying to think of the last one. Maybe the last one might have been 1990.
But the first Indiana Jones was 80s, man. I was in love. You know, the one that the ball is coming down.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's trying to run over. Oh my
God. They're all great, actually. My least favorite of all of them might be Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's too much of a love story in the middle.
Yeah. He breaks a little bit of an Indiana Jones thing. Yeah.
I don't mind some of the more kind of, kind of gross things like the monkey head soup and stuff like that. Like that part was interesting. It's just I found like they made it into this thing where Hollywood obviously took over a little bit, and apparently he publicly apologized for it. Like that was the rumor that was what my dad told me. He was like it wasn't as well received, and he kind of apologized for it because it wasn't as good as the last one. But then The Last Crusade was amazing.
Was good.
Right?
Was
like
good,
that and the first one were incredible movies. The Alien one was so-so.
Yeah.
That was so-so. It was okay. The last one wasn't bad.
Which one was the last one? I didn't watch
The Dial of Destiny.
Oh, that one I didn't watch.
You haven't seen it? Okay. It's decent. It's decent.
What about Karate Kid?
You know what? I was never into Karate Kid.
No?
I think I saw part of the first movie, but I didn't. You know what I was more into was Three Ninjas.
Oh, Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas, and then there was one called Sidekicks.
With the comedian guy, the Three Ninjas was at the.
No, that's Beverly Hills Ninja, which I also loved. That was a good movie too.
Good movie, yeah.
With the fish, and he's like swinging the fish like they're like nunchucks. No, the one, the Three Ninjas was like kids, and they were ninjas, and it was very. They would never. It was like Spy Kids is today. It's like it's definitely not for adults. But the movie Sidekicks was a young kid who was a karate lesson, and his imaginary best friend was Chuck Norris, and so he imagines himself in all these scenarios, helping Chuck Norris through these action scenarios. So that was one of those movies. Like as a kid, I wanted I think his name was Jonathan Brandis or something.
Yeah.
And he had this blonde hair. He looked a little bit like me at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he had the bowl cut, and he had
one movie that came to my mind. The Goonies.
The Goonies. Yeah, I just watched that with my kids.
The Goonies is so good.
Yeah, that was good actually.
So good. My daughter doesn't want to watch
it. Guys.
I love that movie, man. It was so good. Steven Spielberg was the best, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of like.
Well, he did Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah, he did all
That's
the
why
Indiana
those movies
Jones,
have held up so well.
Indiana Jones, The Goonies. What else did he? E.T. Mm-hmm. Oh, he did so
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
He's one of my all-time favorites, Jurassic Park.
Oh, Jurassic Park, yeah.
That actually might be the best movie of the 90s.
I'm not into the other. The first one, I loved it.
Yeah.
The other ones are like.
So there's two really good Jurassic Park movies, in my opinion. It's the very first one.
Yeah.
And number 6. Out of 7. They've made 7 now. The latest one is 7 with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Number 1, number 6, both really good movies. And you can actually kind of skip.
Because the story is completely different, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the Jurassic World movies are not bad. They're not bad, actually. But the last one is really good because it brings back the original cast, except for the guy who died, the older guy.
Yeah, the guy, the one who died in the toilet?
Not that guy. Not.
Oops, I just touched this. Hopefully I didn't. Remember the guy in the toilet?
Is that the guy who, like, she grabbed his arm and she said, "Oh, Mr. So-and-so, you're here." And then she turns around, it's just the arm.
The T-Rex comes,
Mr.
and the guy's like,
"Here you are." Oops.
And he looks up, and then the T-Rex eats
yeah.
So good. I know, there was a lot of, I don't know, man. There was a lot of good movies.
It set the precedent for movies. I'm going to tell you, my youngest daughter, she's 8, Bowie.
Yeah.
And she is obsessed with sharks. Okay.
Really?
She loves the Meg movies. Meg, the Meg 2. She loves those. She hasn't seen Jaws yet, but it's on the list.
Steven
Her
Spielberg.
favorite movies: Sharknado.
Really?
Sharknado 1 and 2. We're going through the series. And she's like, oh, they were in an airplane and then the shark was in the tornado and it jumped in and it just ate someone's head off. And like, she loves that.
It's like snakes on the plane.
Snakes on a plane. They took it to like sharks on a plane. I don't know which one is worse, to be honest, but there's something about it, you know? It's like...
Yeah, you know what? You like what you like. You like what you
and for
like.
kids, I mean, it's like, it's funny because as a kid, my parents were always more concerned about the violence.
Yeah.
They didn't care. Sorry, the opposite. They didn't care about the violence. They did care about any sexy time in a movie.
Course.
So if there was like kissing, if there's any hint of nudity, and we all know those old movies, they didn't really show much.
Yeah.
Not like today. They would fast forward and stuff like that as kids. But if there was someone's head being blown off, it was no problem.
But
My dad would just say, "Oh, it's ketchup. It's ketchup, Ben. Just look away."
Just look away.
In his
It's
French
ketchup.
accent, like,
yeah, yeah.
it's a ketchup, huh? And but so I don't know, but I do, in some ways, I do think, like, you know, especially in shark movies, the violence is so cartoonish; it doesn't really look real or anything like that, and it's true, it's all very fake. So
Going back into the series and stuff like that.
yeah,
Not going back now. Actually, I'm watching something. It's not going back. It's fairly new. I think I told you. I'm in love with this show, man. House of David.
oh yes,
You have to watch, man.
I haven't
If you
watched it
didn't-
yet.
It's so well done.
I heard it's really
man.
good.
It's all about like King David's story.
Is it 1 season, 2 seasons?
It's already on the second season.
Okay, and it goes through
so-
like his childhood, and then
Kinda. He was like it was probably like on his, I don't know, like I will say like a teenager,
yeah,
and he goes but it's actually pretty good, man. The way
That's
that they
cool.
did it, like him fighting the giant, so simple, but he kind of, man, I'm in love. And every Sunday,
That's awesome.
Every Sunday they have a new episode. I think today's got to be the last one.
okay,
For this, it's every, I think it's 8 episodes per season. Love it, man.
That's amazing.
You know what?
I gotta check it
There's
out.
not a lot of shows that get my attention
yeah,
like this one got.
okay, I gotta check it out. It sounds
You
great.
have to, man. It's so good. It's actually well done.
Yeah,
I don't know if they actually went, like, they actually had to go into the Bible and see how that guy lived, the King David.
hmm
But the way that they did it, top notch, man.
it's a pretty wild story.
It's crazy, man.
You know, I mean, the whole part about him falling in love with Bathsheba, and then he gets her pregnant, and then he
Yeah.
tries to cover it up by saying, "Go home and sleep with your husband." And the husband says, "No, there's my brothers are out fighting. I couldn't go home and relax. I have to stay by
Yeah.
the gate." And so he's like, "I can't cover this up anymore. So I'm gonna have to send him to the front line and have him killed."
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he sends him to the front line of the battle. He gets killed.
So he didn't get to that part yet.
Right.
So right now, first season was ended when he killed the giant. Second season is having trouble with the other king.
Okay.
So
King Saul.
King Saul. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's funny because it's getting to that stage that he's got to run away and hide in the mountains.
Yeah. In the
because in the
caves.
caves.
Yeah.
But he didn't get there yet.
It's pretty wild, honestly. It's such an incredible story.
Isn't that like from a movie?
Yeah.
If you look at this story, it's
Yeah.
like a real story,
Yeah.
but you can actually make a movie out of it
It's
because there's a
amazing,
lot of
yeah.
action.
Yeah.
It lives forever.
Yeah.
It's one of those stories that it's got to live forever.
Yeah,
ever,
yeah.
and ever and ever.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy, man. So that, like I said, like we're talking about shows and stuff like that, but there's no show that got my attention in the last, I will say, 5 years
Wow.
like this one. I'm not saying that it's the best show
Yeah.
right now, and for me it is.
That's really cool.
But it's awesome, man. I told you.
I'll check
few
it
times
out.
that
Yeah.
it's so good, so good, man. I was the first. As soon as I saw King David, I'm a
Yeah.
big fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, it's a great, I mean, if you, I think it was the theologian C.S. Lewis
Yeah.
who wrote Lion, the King, the Wardrobe, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and the Narnia books. And he said, the way you can look at Bible stories is true myth. So it's true, but it's also epic, like a myth is at the
Yeah.
same time. So it's like this, so he calls it a true myth. So it's very interesting to think about this, because I believe it all happened personally. And you look at it and you go, this is an incredible story, not only for what happened to him, but also to apply to your own life.
Yeah, man.
Like fighting giants. Like, what an incredible
And out of a
thing.
sudden, you went from being like taking care of sheep and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
To
now
the
you,
littlest guy.
yeah,
Right? The littlest one was he was the runt. He was
Yeah.
not someone that they thought would be, but he was quiet and confident and everything, and he had the raw potential, and he had it's like
Yeah.
God's blessing on him,
yeah.
right?
And
So it's very
before
interesting.
the giant, he killed the lion too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, man?
Yeah.
That guy, he had a tough life too. It wasn't
yeah.
easy.
Well, to be a shepherd, you had to be pretty
Yeah,
Pretty aggressive,
very
right?
very interesting. So I know that we went from movies to a Bible story, but it's very interesting. David's story, man.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Jesus is Jesus, right? Like Christ is God in the human form, and it's but King David. Actually, I was reading something that King David was already talking about Jesus, the Messiah coming back at the time.
Yeah.
It was apparently they're saying that he was talking about Jesus in these scriptures.
Yes, in the Psalms.
And that's crazy, man.
Yeah. There's all kinds of writings of David that point to the life of Jesus
So
in the future. Yeah.
David, I love the way that he lived his life, man.
If you read the Psalms too,
Yeah.
they're very encouraging.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's all like, God will help the people who are
yeah,
having the most problems and things like that. Like if you look at it very distilled, like, and just trust in God, he'll take care of you and all this stuff. So the Psalms are amazing. And these were songs that he was writing.
yeah.
And he would play the harp to King Saul.
So he could like,
He would calm down.
Yeah.
And so this is the first, one of the first, maybe the first biblical reference that I know of music being used as like a
yeah,
healing
yeah,
way.
Yeah. That's true.
And that it carries a power beyond the physical realm, because it said it kind of like it calmed like him having demons and all that on him.
Yeah, he was going through all that stuff.
Pretty interesting stuff if you look into it.
So yeah, in the I don't know if they do like a little bit of a twist, because it's hard for. The Bible, it's proven that it's an archaeology. It's by archaeologists that there's a lot of stuff that it's true. Most of the stuff they're finding stuff.
Well, they're still finding stuff, and the one thing that archaeology hasn't done, like people say, oh my gosh, you can't archaeologically prove that. The thing is that they're having new discoveries all the time. They have tablets from ancient Babylon and other places that mention the Israelites in these battles and all the names of the kings and things like that. And they're finding more and more evidence all the time. The one thing that archaeology hasn't done is disproven
That's the thing.
the Bible. So so then at this point, we've only ever discovered things that have confirmed it.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, there's nothing contradictory at this point in time.
So it's funny because the other day I was watching these and I saw this guy on TikTok saying, "Prove me that Jesus was real."
Real person existed.
You want more proof?
Yeah.
Dude, the what's it called? In Israel, the wall was closed because they think that the Messiah is gonna go through that wall.
Right.
So I don't close my door.
Yeah.
If I know that
it was a Turkish invasion or something, and they closed because they said there was a prophecy in the Old Testament that said the Messiah is going to walk through the east wall or something.
And they actually built a cemetery in front of the wall.
Right.
So you wouldn't do that if it wasn't real.
Yeah. This is a unique time in history. Like this is, I was having this conversation earlier today with some friends about in the West, in the Western world, we're talking, all of Europe, North America, and places like that you would consider the West. There is a big movement of unbelief in God, of atheism and things like that. And I mean, to each his own, and everyone is free to believe what they want, obviously. But that is the movement in the West. In a lot of other parts of the world, there is a deep understanding that there is something spiritual, and if you look back in the history of the world, almost every nation believed in deity and something beyond ourselves and everything. So it's a rarity, like it's something new, in fact, that we subscribe to, the atheist religion, I'll call it, because it is a set of beliefs. It is a set of beliefs, and to believe that everything came from nothing is faith in that act, like. And so oftentimes people say, wow, you believe in a God, you believe in the God in the sky, and you believe someone rose from the dead. Well, my answer to that is always, just inversely, and with all due respect, what you believe is as an atheist is as much of an act of faith, because you believe that the entire universe came from nothing, or it's the passing the buck. Like, it's like, well, we came from aliens. Well, where'd the aliens come from? And then you always get further and further back. And you just move it out of your mind. Oh, well, but we don't want to acknowledge, like, nothing on earth has been, can create itself. We've never seen nothing create something, right? We can't chemically create life. We have not been able to do this in a lab. And we have not been able to replicate certain processes that are sort of held true, by science. And so there's some things that science cannot explain, and there's some things that are beyond our understanding. And that's just where I say, I believe in something bigger than ourselves. I personally believe in a God, and believe that, that there is, especially, like, I took a trip to British Columbia this year, and I saw the incredible mountains and the beauty, and, like, just looked at the wonder of the creation of the world, and go, like, this stuff is almost too beautiful for words. Like, if everything was, like, randomly generated, would I think that this was so beautiful? I might think that, wow, that's ugly. Why is that? And there is stuff in the world where things go wrong, and not everything is perfect all the time, for sure. But, like, just the overwhelming beauty of nature sings to the idea that there is something beyond us. So that's my take, and I respect people's right to believe whatever and to disagree with me.
Yeah.
But that's where I stand.
I find funny when some people ask, oh, so if there's a God, how come there's so much war and stuff in the world? It's not God. It's you and me.
It's humans.
It's us. It's us. We create this. God doesn't tell you to kill.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. I mean, when you have the viewpoint that, I don't believe in a God because there's too much suffering in the world. Yeah. Where, then it's like, well, then unfortunately the worst part is that either suffering is directly human, or it's completely, random, or however you want to put it. But it's interesting, because those moments where people go through suffering are where we draw closer to the spiritual. Yeah. Right. We go through that, and we draw closer to God through that. So it's a tough thing to explain. Like, why does God allow suffering? Mother Teresa said, right? That whole saying of, they said to Mother Teresa, why, there's a baby dying in a gutter in Calcutta, and it dies alone. Where was God when that baby was there in the gutter? And Mother Teresa said, God was right there with that baby, suffering alongside it.
Yeah, because it's a human being that creates all this.
Right. And that's exactly. And not acknowledging the role that we play in this suffering, and not, we always pass the buck, but if you believe that we have free will, and we can take that to all kinds of lengths, like the way that we distribute food in the world is very unequal. Yeah. The way that we, prioritize, the wealthy. We don't prioritize the poor. We don't feed the poor, like we should. And then we ask why, got a lot of suffering. Now I know I'm oversimplifying it a little bit because there's a lot of suffering that's
Yeah,
disease
exactly.
and natural disasters and things like that. And that stuff I don't really have an answer for, but there is stuff that we have the power to change,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
It's funny. There's another thing that I was thinking the other day. What was the last time? Do you remember, like, going back to the 80s now?
yeah,
There was a lot of songs done for people with needs.
hmm
You remember, like,
yeah, We Are the
We Are the
World,
World,
Farm
and
Aid, right?
It's
Do they know it's
Christmas
Christmas
time.
time?
Yeah. So all these songs. What was the last time that you heard a song? I might be wrong. I don't know if they wrote one recently, but like, I don't remember like seeing a new song to help people.
Yeah. The one I can think of is actually a friend of ours who was on the podcast.
Who?
Mike Walker.
Oh, Mike Walker, yeah,
AKA MT Walker.
MT Walker.
Did a song called
A
Ring
big
Those
shout out.
Bells.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas song, and the idea was to do all proceeds going to
Yeah.
to food banks and food initiatives that would help
That's good.
help the poor and people with food insecurities.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful. But in terms of that stuff, it's interesting that you say that because there's something that I can't talk about in full form publicly, but I'm working on something like that right now.
Yeah.
And I think you have a little something to say about that. You may have had a little
But
hand in
that's
it.
good because you don't see stuff happening like that in often, especially with big people. When I say big people, like in the 80s, you had like Michael Jackson, you had like George Michael, all these artists like getting together for free to some actually they're drunk in the thing doing that.
And the movie The Greatest Night in Pop, where they all get together and record "We Are the World."
Right? Bruce Springsteen was completely wasted.
That's the '80s for you, eh?
No, but they actually did it, right?
Yeah.
It's sad that these moves like a song now like that. Let's say that song like reaches a lot of people, millions of people. It's a lot of money for these people.
Yeah.
People with needs. But it's not happening
No.
because I find that the artist these days, it's all about me.
Yeah.
It's all about me. I don't care about the other one. It's just me.
Yeah.
And it's not just the artist. It's like us in general, the society. But it's sad.
It's a very self-centered society. we have become like that, and we have a false sense of community through our phones.
Yeah.
And through social media, we think that we're connecting with people when we don't see them at all. We see their updates, and we think that our mind tells us that we've caught up with them, but we haven't talked to them about all the things that we've seen that they've done, and it's becoming that thing where I think people are slowly becoming aware of this, and I think that is changing, and I think we will see the change in the next few years of people moving back to actual community, because I do see people ditching their phones. Several friends who are ditching their phones.
It's sad, man.
Right?
These phones, it's too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's funny because I had the interview yesterday to Nós Português, which is a big shout out to them, and thank you so much. But
you're going to be on their show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's funny because one of the questions was, what was the show they actually made the difference in you? Like, and there was one show that I did last year in Europe that I went there on purpose for a fundraise, and
is it like a music show, like where you were singing?
So the funny thing is, I don't like to tell what I do. I'm not a big fan of that. Like I did it. But there was a show that actually, there was the first show that I did, actually second show that I did for a fundraise. But this one was so important because was a friend of mine, his kid needed a wheelchair. And it was just the feeling when you finish the show, that feeling of you helping someone, even though you didn't do anything, I actually did what I like to do, what I like to do.
Right.
I went there for two reasons. One, because that was very important.
Yeah.
Second, it's to review all my friends that I left in Europe when I moved here. But mostly was just because of that. Like, and it was so important. And there was a lot of people there working for that for free, which it wasn't just me. There was more people involved, and it was important, man. We should do this more times. I don't mind. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do it every day now. Don't call me. If I can do this, no. But if I have opportunity and if I find that it's a real cause,
if
I can
time
do
for
it,
right?
You will make time for it.
Yeah,
you will make time for it. It's a natural human thing. It's helping, but you don't see this. It makes me sad, man.
Yeah, well, again, if you want to get back to, who said, it is better to give than to receive.
Yeah.
And there's really something about that because it feeds your soul too. It's not just feeding the other person. Like it really does make you a better person to take care of other people.
Yeah.
And it feels very cleansing. Like it's like a beautiful act. And it is something that has, again, the power to, every little act helps to make the world a better place. One of the concepts that I love the most is the concept of pay it forward.
Yeah.
So you have someone does a favor for you, like I can say several times early in my music career, and throughout, like I've had people come in and say, I'm gonna help you out with that, or like I'm having, maybe it's been really slow. Like I just finished producing some stuff and it's been really slow. Someone comes in, they're like, you know what? I feel like I want to do a whole album. I want you to produce it. I want you to do the whole thing. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Because I was just going like, I wonder where the next project's coming from. And then, I have no way of paying them back aside from doing a good job. But then I do think about that when I'm like, I see, the young generation coming up. I'm like, if there are opportunities for me to help them in any way, like whether it be with knowledge or, if I can help them with funding or, acts of service, like helping them, connecting them with a certain person or whatever.
Yeah.
I really believe in paying it forward.
Yeah.
So you can't always pay back, but you can definitely pay it forward. And I actually think that makes a much better community, like music and
I
the
find
arts. You need that.
Yeah, I find since I came to Canada and I got into, you basically got me into this circle of friends and people, and the funny thing is, we all have, and I don't know if you guys know out there, but all these people that came to this show, they didn't charge us 1 cent. They didn't charge 1 cent to us just because we're all friends, and one of these days we gotta help them somehow, and vice versa. And we're thankful, very thankful for all these people that came in, and they spent this time. They're probably they had a chance of doing something better, but they actually
came to Rock Dads,
and that's actually exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we owe to these people, but we don't owe anything, but like in our thing, we actually owe, and
it's
like,
a beautiful exchange of energy too.
Exactly.
Because it's very humanizing just to have open conversation.
Yeah,
and there's nothing scripted about this show. Man. Like we talk about some things that we love or we're passionate about, but there's nothing scripted. We try to keep it as absolutely honest and real as we possibly can, right? And
absolutely.
So we're so grateful for everyone.
And and I'll give an example. Shannon worked with me at that video Is This Love.
That's right. Yeah.
And now she's a Rock Dads, and if I have a chance one day, if she needs me, I'll be there, and you'll be there too.
Of course.
And I love that we're going back into. You got me into this circle of friends when I moved to Canada, and I was embraced. Like, even though I didn't know anybody, and you introduced me all these people, I was embraced by them as a friend too, and I love that. I love that. Thank you.
It's so awesome. Honestly, I'm so happy it worked out. Judah.
Yeah.
What a lovely soul. I was talking to him. Judah, I have to give a shout out to Mr. Judah Hernandez here. We had him on the show a couple months ago, and we were all talking about our cars. Do you remember that? And we all had Audis at that point. And and now Judah and I both own BMWs.
You guys, I'm done. I'm gonna.
And we made a clip about how we preferred the interior of Audis to BMWs, and now I feel like I need to apologize to
all the
BMWs, all the BMWs out there. I have one and I love it, and I still love Audi, but I just like to issue a public apology to BMW.
I'm going to change it to Toyota.
If you get a Toyota, you're cut off. The ultimate slow dad hauler. No, I'm just kidding. But, no disrespect to Toyota. They're pretty rugged.
I've been seeing this online, and I was telling my wife I'm gonna buy a Jeep.
Yeah,
a Wrangler.
Yeah,
I love those cars. I never got one because I know that they spend a lot of gas.
I looked into it.
I'm like,
you better test drive it first.
Yeah,
because they say it's a terrible drive, but they're so cool looking. If you're looking for a Jeep-like experience, you pretty much have to get a Bronco.
Yeah,
because the Bronco actually drives properly.
Yeah.
And
but it's part of Ford, right?
It's part of Ford.
I always had Ford in my life.
Yeah.
And then when I moved here, the first time I got Mazdas. And I love Mazdas. I never had a problem with Mazda. My first Mazda lasted 12 years.
Yeah. I've still got a Mazda SUV. I really like it.
And then the Audi came. I bought an Audi. And I'm in love with an Audi.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean we're talking and we're joking around about BMWs last time and Toyotas, and we don't do these on purpose. It's not that we don't like it.
We love all cars. Why don't we just put it that way, right?
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm like, I need the bigger car. I have the feeling, as I get older.
Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser.
That's a good car. That's apparently it's really good. And Toyotas are good.
Actually, so Judah, hey Judah, just got the BMW X5 with the M package.
Yeah.
And he's got a 7-seat version.
Yeah.
It's a big, fast family hauler, 400 horsepower.
They're fast too.
Yeah. So what's not to love? Except the Jeep, you can take the roof off.
That's the thing.
Yeah. You know what I like though, better than the Jeep Wrangler, is the Jeep Gladiator.
Oh, I know.
Which is the truck.
I know. That has it's like a pickup.
Yeah.
I saw one today actually.
It's sexy.
Yeah, man. It's just I know a guy that had a Jeep, and he said that there's a lot of oil leaks and stuff like that. Even though his Jeep was one of the new ones.
It's the number one most car in the shops, apparently, according to mechanics.
Yeah, that's what scares me, man.
They're not very reliable.
I don't know. Maybe one day.
Check out the Bronco.
The Bronco is really nice, man.
Yeah.
There's the two Broncos. There's the one that it's cheaper, and there's that big one that
the Bronco Sport is the one that doesn't have the roof come off or anything. The big Bronco is the one you want. That has the roof that comes off. It's got you can get it in manual if you want. You can also get it in a 6-cylinder turbo. It gets very fast.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
nice
that.
car.
And man, I feel like I like to travel. So I like big cars. Now, before
you like big cars and you cannot lie.
I cannot.
All your other brothers can't deny. And when you see an Indy car,
I like big cars and I cannot lie. No, but it's I like big cars now.
Yeah.
There was a time it was like the phones.
Yeah.
The phones used to be big. Then everybody wanted like a smaller phone, and now they're starting to get bigger again.
Yeah, that's right.
The cars, I had a thing with me. Like when I was in Europe, all the cars used to be big.
Yeah.
And then they started decreasing in size.
Yeah.
And then I got here, small cars. But now when I have Emily in the car and the wife, and they have like 10,000 bags.
Yeah.
Of like grocery shopping and groceries and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit, man.
So I have a BMW 3 Series.
Yeah.
And it is only 2 inches wider and 2 inches longer than my Audi was.
Yeah.
But already the kids and Emma, everyone fits in a lot better. Like that little bit makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference.
And it actually feels like a much bigger car inside.
It's interesting. When I drive my wife's car, and I notice a huge difference in size, because she has a SUV. Yeah. And just the difference in between that car and my car, it's huge, man. Yeah. My kid is in the back, like she has a lot of space. Yeah. Driving. Okay, so Mercedes, and it's very similar to Audi. I found the Audis. I think Mercedes, BMW, and Audi, they're very similar. Yeah. I find the Audi and BMW more aggressive than Mercedes.
Yes, correct. Yeah, they're more sporty.
That's what I found.
It's in the corners.
Yeah.
You can feel it floating in the corners sometimes. Well, that's the other thing. Like with an SUV, you have a higher center of gravity. Yeah. So I've got a Mazda CX-9 SUV for the family, and it's a nice size. It's not too big. It's still you can fit in the city, but it's still bigger. But even then, like it's a sporty feeling SUV. But in the corners, you feel the body rolling a little bit. Whereas the BMW, I put it into sport mode. The springs stiffen up.
Yeah.
You go around a corner, and it's like the car doesn't even like tip at all. It just goes.
Yeah, because
it just goes where you point it, and so there's something. And I'm sure your Audi is similar with the low center of gravity, right?
Yeah. It holds better than for example, the SUV. It's higher. It's a taller car, right?
Yeah.
Today was really windy, and I was on the highway, and I felt the car like it's like it wants to.
The Mercedes.
The Mercedes.
Yeah.
But because it's higher. It's a taller, not higher, taller.
But it's great for family hauling and doing road trips.
Oh yeah, man!
You're just not taking it around.
Yeah.
You're not speeding around corners.
I'm just
the same
really
way.
confused. I was telling my wife, she's like, "We just bought the car."
Yeah.
And I go, "Yeah, 3 years ago. That's a long time."
Yeah.
No, but I don't know, man.
Take mine for a test drive sometime.
Sure. I'll take it. You take mine up, and
Yeah.
we leave you.
Yeah, we'll trade for a couple days. Yeah.
No, but I do like sport cars, but I find that as I get older and with family and stuff, bigger cars they're more useful.
Yeah.
Period.
Of course. Too small is not as appealing as it was.
Nah, man, nah.
Yeah.
But these SUVs, they're well done too. You can get like a GLB like my wife has, but the AMG, and it's a SUV, but it's actually lower.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's faster
Yeah.
too. So
those are cool.
So it all depends.
Yeah. Porsche makes some nice sporty ones too, but some of their SUVs, like by all accounts, everyone says they don't drive as well as their other cars, but you're paying the repair prices for a Porsche.
Yeah.
So, that's the advantage of all these other British or the German companies. Sorry, again, BMW and Audi. I mean, if you're getting like one of the regular series ones, they're not that expensive to maintain compared to like a Porsche.
Yeah.
Some of the models can be, but not the normal ones.
I was just looking into the brand, the company Clutch.
Yes. Yeah.
The only problem that I have with these guys, Clutch, my car decreased in price.
Oh no!
In a week, it keeps decreasing.
Really?
If I don't buy a car fast, it keeps decreasing the price. I don't understand.
They probably just want you to sell it.
Probably. So the first time the car was worth it like 20 grand.
Yeah.
Now it's at 16.
Really?
Every week goes down, and
No.
then I get an email saying your car went up in value, and then I look at the value and it went down. I don't know what's going on, but they have a lot of cars, man. I've been talking to people that they bought from Clutch.
Yeah.
They're really happy with the because it's like you have the car the next day.
Yeah.
You can try the car for 10 days.
Well, I sold my Audi to Clutch.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
See, so it's pretty good.
Right away, they didn't ask questions. I gave a full, honest report of what was wrong with it, and I sold it. And they gave me and I got there, and they gave me an Uber voucher for free to go to the next thing. So then I went to pick up the BMW, and it was very seamless. It was nice.
And it was simple, right?
Very simple, yeah.
I never bought anything from them, but it's just the way that they do it.
It's an online car dealership. It's cool.
Because I'm tired of like going to a dealership and then you have to wait for the papers for like 3 days. It's not like in US. In US, you can go buy a car and bring the car the same day.
Yeah.
Here, there's always this thing. Okay, you buy a car. Okay, so the car is gonna be ready in 2 weeks. No, the car is already on the website and says you gotta get the car tomorrow.
Yeah, and they'll drive it to your house.
They'll drive it to your house.
Yeah,
that's actually a good. I'm not being paid.
We're not sponsored by Clutch.
We're not sponsored by Clutch, but if they want to give us a car for free, we'll accept it. We can write Clutch on the side. We don't care as long as it's a fast car. But yeah, it's innovation. See, innovation here is working well. I don't know how the cars are like. They have a lot of checkups. They do a lot of checkups in the car. They I don't know how many points they check, but it's and they show you everything. There's no if there's a problem with the car, Carfax, they have everything there. So if you want to buy a car, just go to Clutch. Send me the car tomorrow. Clutch, thank you so much. I'm being paid. No,
we're not being paid. We're giving them free advertising right now.
Oh yeah.
Do you think I should play us out with a song?
Sure, right? Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go to the blues.
I think so, right?
Yeah. We talked about Clutch. We talk about everything. We talk about all the things that we like it or not. We talk about love. We talk about God, which is the most important thing in the world. What else did we talk?
We talked about movies.
Yeah, from the 80s.
How they were better in the 80s and 90s.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. What else did we talk about?
Spielberg. We talked about him a lot.
Steven Spielberg. Renee.
And Renee Angelil. We didn't mention him this time.
We didn't talk about Taylor Swift.
No.
The album is actually pretty good.
It's decent. Actually, so Emma's not really a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
And she said she listened to the Taylor Swift album and she loved it.
We can be next time. We gotta do a show all in blues, and we gotta talk about this. And it was so nice.
Thanks for joining us on Rock Dad.
Oh yeah, the best show in the world.
We got you covered.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
random conversations about nothing.
And you drink apple juice.
It's apple juice.